Network Entertainment.
And welcome to my podcast, the RJ Ledesma Podcast. In my podcast, I like to speak to entrepreneurs, business owners, and visionaries to learn more about how they think about doing business, what are their success secrets, and can we replicate those success secrets in our own business. Today, I'm very happy to welcome another winner of Mercato's Next Big Food Entrepreneur Competition. I'd like to welcome to my show Mr. Simon Dairit of Agepan Japanese Fried Bread. Again, congratulations again, Simon, for winning second place in the Mercato's Next Big Food Entrepreneur. You actually got a 3-month free stay in a Mercato location. Now, for our listeners and the people who are watching us on the podcast, Mercato Central, which is the largest night food market and small food business incubator in the Philippines, we ran a contest called the Next Big Food Entrepreneur together with what we call the Mercato Academy. Prior to the pandemic, we ran every year the Next Big Food Entrepreneur as an opportunity to support the growth of many small food businesses, because we realized that many of these small food businesses they have so much passion in putting their products together. But sometimes the problem is that passion alone won't make you successful or make the business sustainable. We realized it wasn't good for them, because if they don't stay long in the market, they drop out. So they lose and we lose also, right? So we want to make sure that how can we address this pain point? We came up with the Next Big Food Entrepreneur, but also a Mercato Academy together with the Next Big Food Entrepreneur, so that we're able to train the skills of incoming entrepreneurs and small food businesses, so they both get yung tinatawag natin na hard skill, di ba? Yung mga finance, operation, permitting, sanitation, with other skills that they need, I guess, networking, sales, and some mentorship also, so that they can stay in the market longer, because we're very proud of what we've achieved in Mercato. We've got so many successful graduates who have come out from the Mercato Central market, have become great entrepreneurs on their own, and we want to find more entrepreneurs like that one. At yan po si Agepan.
Yes.
So again, congratulations, Agepan. Before everything else, Simon, you're an SK...
I am an SK chairperson.
SK chairperson. So, ano dapat tawag ko sa'yo? Dapat chair?
Hindi.
Chair Simon.
Simon lang.
So, Simon, congratulations on the award. First of all, for those na hindi pa nakakaalam yung Agepan, ano ba yung Agepan?
Agepan po, the word Agepan means fried bread. So, we are doing Japanese cream fried bread po.
Wow, Japanese cream fried bread. Yes. And when you think about it, diba, when you joined the Next Big Food Entrepreneur, there were 60 entries from all over the country. 20 went through the taste test.
Yes.
10 became finalists. And imagine that one, Japanese fried bread is number 2 in the competition, and that what a great award that you guys got over there. Now, tell me a bit more about what do you think? It's Japanese fried bread, but describe it a bit more for us who might not be familiar with Japanese fried bread.
Japanese fried bread, we start po with the milk bread. We are using milk bread kasi yung mga tao pong umu-order, ano po ba yan? Gardenia wheat bread? Sabi po, it is milk bread, and we are frying it in canola oil po. Then we are cutting it in half and putting whipped cream and top of it, meron din po tayong mga specific flavors po. Fillings po inside and whipped cream po ulit and the specific flavors. And our best seller po is the creme brulee, which is custard po yung top niya, and we will caramelize the sugar po.
How do you caramelize the sugar? You burn the torch over there.
We torch the sugar po.
Fantastic. And I think that why it's also one of your best sellers is because if you are like me who understands a street food market, showmanship, importante yung showmanship.
Yes.
And the thing with creme brulee is that there's a lot of showmanship
Yes.
that goes on, because aside from just cooking over there, aside from just having the bread there, you use a torch over there. So people get to see it. There's an experience of it, and it brings in people. And we realize that, you know what, if you are in a street food market, people are just passing you by very quickly if you don't have something that will grab their attention in the first 3 seconds. Para in Instagram, di ba, o TikTok, na first 3 seconds, nakuha mo yung kanilang attention. And that's exactly what you're doing with the creme brulee that you've developed over there. Now, how did you come up with this idea? Nakita mo ba ito sa Japan? Did you study in Japan? Well, how did you come up with the idea of Agepan?
Actually po, nakita ko yung idea when I was reviewing for our pre-board subject. Nagpapahinga po ako noon and I am scrolling. And sabi ko po, ay nakita ko po yung bagong product. So, what if we try namin ng girlfriend ko? Then, dahil we are trying, so trial and error. We bought some bread and paano po namin gagawin yung whip. And hanggang sa na-come up na po namin yung product po namin today.
I see. Now, I tell people what the thing, I really like your product.
Thank you, sir.
And my wife loves the product. I remember nung umuwi sa bahay, gusto ko itong fried bread na to, gusto niya. But then I have a couple of questions. I think it's very important before we get into your story now. They're very interested to find that, first of all, in the Philippines, maraming gaya-gaya kaagad. They're very fast. And I'm sure that you've already been copied already right now because your concept is good. What makes it a bit more sustainable or competitive, what you're doing here right now? Because anybody can fry bread, right? Anybody can buy milk bread. Anybody can put ingredients. What makes you different now?
We are different because we are basing on quality over quantity. So, ang gusto po kasi namin is maserve siya ng maayos, maganda, and masarap. And hindi po kami nagtitipid. Ang mga taong umu-order po sa amin, sinasabi, ay masyadong madami yung whip. Hindi siya ganun katamis. So, good feedback po palagi yung binibigay. And generous po kami magbigay ng mga toppings. And hindi namin siya tinitipid para sulit po yung bayad ng mga customers po natin.
I got that. And what are you doing to stay ahead para hindi ka kumbaga maraming, kung gagaya yung mga tao sa'yo, what do you do to make sure na parang kayo pa rin yung angat?
Mag-i-innovate ng mga bagong flavors. Katulad ngayon, may ilalabas po kami sa Mercato po. Our first savory flavor is egg sandwich and the next is s'mores. Bali nakatap po yung marshmallow na homemade po namin, then ito torch din po
yan.
yun.
Showmanship ulit yan, di ba?
Yes,
Kailangan lagi may show.
Yes.
Nakita mo yan, di ba? Napansin mo na pag may showmanship ng contest
Mas
sa produkto,
madami pong customers.
mas maraming customers yan yung gusto nila. Kasi it's like freshly made. They feeling na fresh kasi ginagawa mo dyan live, di ba? And they can find you right now at Mercato in Marikina Town Center. I'm hoping you're having really great experience there right now. Now, before we go into that one, let's step back and look at your own experience. So, now you told me earlier on, you are currently still in college because you're balancing your duties in college with your duties as an SK, di ba?
Yes.
Tama ba ako dyan? Wow. So maraming ginagawa. So napaisip mo pang gumawa ng ganito ba? Kasi ganyan mga entrepreneur, di ba? Gumagawa ng lahat. But paano mo naisip mo na gagawin ko to? Busy ka na sa SK, busy ka pa sa studies, and gagawa ka pa ng negosyo. Ba't mo naisip naman yan?
Totoo lang po, naisip po namin to ng girlfriend ko for the tuition fee po and makatulong kami sa parents namin na malesen yung expenses po. And bukod po doon, matulungan din po namin yung nasa paligid namin because our workers po is meron po akong tiga-barangay po namin and yung bunsong kapatid po ng girlfriend ko na walang trabaho. So, we gave opportunities to other people din po.
So, yan yung talagang dyan nabuo yung inyong entrepreneurial
Yes.
spirit ng gustong makatulong, di
Yes.
ba? And I understand that one of the things that also inspired you to join Mercato was because many years ago, yung mga magulang mo actually sumali sa Mercato
Yes
noon,
po.
di ba? Tama ba ako?
Back in 2011 po, our family po, yung mom ko and yung kapatid niya po, nasa Mercato Central po sila in MOA.
Oo.
So, bata pa lang po, nandun ako, nakikita ko po sila. They are selling and good opportunity kasi napakadaming tao po na tumatangkilik sa Mercato Central.
Anong produkto ng mami mo?
Parang mga lutong bahay po siya.
Oh.
Naka-set up po doon and rice and ang favorite ko po noon yung lechon kawali nila and seafood. Yun po yung
I see. So, let's go back yung sa kwento mo, di ba? So, naisip mo yung product mo, inaayos mo ng girlfriend mo yung product. Alam mo na sa Japan, okay siya, di ba? But how did you know that it would be popular here also as well?
Dahil nag-start po kami doon sa mga sa trend, yung sa Bulldog. So, naisip po namin, what if we try new? So, new taste for the people and bago sa paningin nila. So, we experimented din po na dun sa fried bread And pinatikim ko po muna doon sa barangay namin, sa mga staff, sa tanod, and sa mga friends po namin. And yung feedback po nila, good and bad. So, mas maganda pong makarinig ng bad. Dahil yun po yung opportunity na mababago. At pag sinerve na namin siya sa tao, it's not 100% pero yun na po siya eh. So, konting improvement na lang pagdating sa market.
I see. So after naisip mo ng, okay, mukhang okay itong Japanese fried bread ba, na-testing mo na sa mga kabarangay mo. What was your next step? Sumali ka ba sa mga pop-up bazaar? Sumali ka ba sa mga markets? What was your next step from there?
Next step po namin, we tried sumali po sa Fusion Alley sa Sampaloc, Manila. Then, the first few months didn't work out kasi hindi naman po kami kilala and bago po yung product. So, yun lang po, kailangan lang pagtiyagaan kasi hindi natin makukuha ng isang iglap yung benta eh. So, one step at a time. So, small progress is still a progress po.
I see. So, habang nagbebenta kayo dyan sa Fusion Alley at hindi pa kilala yung produkto ninyo, anong ginagawa nyo naman para makilala kayo dyan?
Unang-una, posting po sa TikTok, sa Facebook, and swerte na rin po kami dahil ang mga customers po namin is from UBELT, so universities, UST. So parang free marketing po yung mga stories nila. So nagpa-follow din po kami, tas may less 10 pesos, something like that, para po maboost yung page and makilala din po yung product.
I see. Were there times na habang syempre nandyan ka na, di ba, you were selling already na gusto mo na, sinabi mo sa sarili mo, huwag na to, nakakapagod naman to. May ano naman ako dito, kaya kung tapusin ka agad yung college ko, pwede mag-SK muna. Hindi ko na kailangan gawin to. Were there days like that na gusto mong mag-give up na?
Hindi naman po dumating sa point na gusto namin na mag-give up kasi naniniwala po kami sa product kasi great opportunity po talaga yung product na nakita namin.
Do you feel lost, doubting yourself, and tired? You question your worth and existence? Well, I'm here for you. Hey, this is Gailey Chavez, and I'm the host of Free Yourself Podcast. My podcast talks about self-love, self-discovery, and growth. This is for everyone who wants to live their fullest life and become the person that they could be. Let me help out and remind you that this is your life, your path, that you are not broken, and you are worth it. Catch me every Friday at 8 p.m. See ya!
So, nung mga araw na medyo mabagal, matumal yung sales, anong ginagawa mo para ma-encourage ka or ma-motivate ka survive pag ganyan?
Actually po, nung mahina po yung sales namin, dati po kasi nagbebenta kami ng musubi. So, we tried po na magbenta ng musubi and longganisa po from Cabanatuan to cover the expenses na losses na nangyari po sa amin.
Over there in that market. Okay. And then finally, anong punto dyan nung nasa Fusion Alley kayo na feeling mo, oy, okay na tayo Parang it really improved. What was that point that you experienced?
Na-experience po namin siya actually nung may mga bumisita mga vloggers. So, nung may bumisita pong vlogger, nagsunod-sunod na po yung visit nila. So, doon po nag-boost yung sales and nakita na rin po kami ng mga tao sa paligid po.
Wow. So, that was how it felt like for you sa Fusion Alley. Now, after that time, how did you find out about the Next Big Food Entrepreneur?
Actually po, nakita ko lang po siya sa Facebook. So, a contest, what if we tried? Sabi ko nga po dun sa isang staff niyo po, sir. Sabi ko, okay lang po kung di kami manalo. Bakit po? Kasi good opportunity po siya kasi may matututunan po kami dahil nakalagay naman po dun sa posting na yung sa Mercato Academy. So, ang habol ko po talaga is knowledge dahil ang course ko po is civil engineering. Napakalayo po sa meron po ako ngayon.
But nagko-construct ka naman ng Japanese fried bread
Nagpapalitada din po.
May palitada pa rin dyan.
Yes po.
Tama. Now, before you joined the Next Big Food Entrepreneur, what were the biggest lessons that you learned nung nasa Fusion Alley kayo at nagbebenta kayo dyan that you can share with entrepreneurs?
Kapag slow days, wag kayong mangangamba na dahil una, prayer, yun po talaga kay God. We are thanking God dahil sa totoo lang po, I joined Translation last January 9. And I prayed po while I am holding the rope na sana po mabigyan niyo akong opportunity. And this is the opportunity. Kaharap ko din po kayo and nasa merkato ako. And sa simula struggles talaga, hindi natin makukuha yung 100% na profit na gusto natin. So, kailangan ng sipag at tiyaga po para dito sa pangarap natin produkto at dun sa Agepan po.
But mukhang talagang you have to really believe sa produkto mo, no?
Yes.
I mean, super believe ka sa produkto mo. Di ba?
Yes po.
Because if not, you would have given up a long time ago. But what makes you think that it's what is it about the product that you are so inspired by? What makes you passionate about the Agepan product?
Sabi nga po nila, the product is not for everyone. But kami po, hindi siya ganun katamis. So, we are expecting na students and nasa tinatawag nating trentahin na ayaw ng matamis. So, pwede din po to sa kanila. So, many target. Meron din sa bata, meron din sa matanda. So, we target almost everyone.
I see. Now, let's move on to Mercato Academy. I had the chance to talk to the grand prize winners, yung Poki B, no? And they shared that there was a lot of great lessons that they got from the Mercato Academy. And sa Mercato Academy, just for the people listening to the show, no, sa Mercato Academy, it was done with our partner, the College of St. Benilde. So we had professors from the College of St. Benilde. We had our partners from Go Negosyo, si Ann Francisco, Ferinas Bibingka. We had Gcash over there. We also had at the same time lectures from me, talking about entrepreneurship. Sir Dan, our general manager, talking about mga general management, importante na not for everybody, specific lang talaga sa mga food merchants, di ba? And then of course si Alex, operations manager, was also talking about other things as well, about sanitation, permitting, operations. What did you pick up for you, the most important thing sa Mercato Academy?
Based po sa sinabi niyo, sir, I pick up na many times tayong babagsak. Dahil sa inyo po galing to, sir. Many times babagsak and kada bagsak natin, pwede tayong umangat ulit. Dahil pwede tayong magpahinga pero dediretso, hindi tayo titigil dun sa pangarap natin. Next po is yung sa costing. So, dahil iba nga po yung ano namin. So, we formulate po dun sa costing and mas naayos po namin yung pag-process po namin. Then, the sanitary and the FIFO, first in, first out, na nagamit po namin talaga yung
talaga?
FIFO.
Oo.
Yes. So, our losses, hindi po siya ganun kalaki dahil sa FIFO po. So, nakatulong po sa amin yung Mercato Academy po. Sobrang laking tulong po.
Talaga?
Yes po.
So, I'm very curious kasi yung pricing is one thing that many entrepreneurs, yung mga bagong entrepreneurs never see eh.
Yeah.
What did you learn specifically about pricing na nakatulong sa inyo?
Yung sa markup po, percentage. Dahil, siyempre kasama po sa computation natin is yung sa operational cost, yung sa upa po, and yung bayad sa tao. So, doon po namin na-process kung magkano po talaga yung profit po na nangyayari sa Agepan po.
I see. So parang bago niya nung may pwesto pa kayo sa Fusion Alley, hindi pa ayos yung costing. So parang ngayon ko na-realize, nako, mali pala yung costing namin dito at yung mali pala yung interpretation yung nakita, di ba? Tama ba ako dyan?
Parang ganun na po, pero naayos naman na din po after po nung sa Mercato
After the
Academy.
academy was able to help you out. So, after the academy was done, you actually had a chance to participate in the market, di ba? And part of the participation was siyempre may voting din yan sa mga sa winner, no? Nung nandiyan na kayo sa market, anong mga changes yung ginawa mo dahil dumaan ka sa academy na implement mo dito sa actual finals ng competition?
Yung sa pag-aayos po, yung sa sanitary, so maayos po namin, naka-PPE po yung tao ko doon sa pwesto. Ay, kami rin po pala yun.
Oh.
May hairnet, may gloves. So para makita ng tao na maayos yung paggagawa ng food. Kasi yun po yung mahalaga na safety po muna ng tao. Once po kasi na may sumakit yung tiyan, so matatamaan din po kami as entrepreneur. So gusto namin, malinis po yung workplace and lalo na po yung paggawa ng product po namin.
Really great. I'm so happy that that's one of the biggest lessons na nakuha mo dyan. You also had 10 you were 10 finalists over there, no? How did it feel? The spirit ng mga, kasi sabi ng mga kasama ko ng mga co-finalists mo, hindi man feeling kakompetensya mo yung ano mo dyan. Parang ka-networking mo lang yung parang people learning together. How's the atmosphere for you in the...
Sa amin po, masaya po siya dahil iba-ibang product po kami and nakakasalamuha ko po lalo na sila chef, nakakausap po namin. So, masaya po kami. Parang hindi po siya competition, eh. Parang nakikipagkaibigan ka lang po dun sa paligid po namin.
What did you learn from your fellow finalists?
Some are suggesting ng other flavors po na dapat may ganito kayo, ganyan. So, tinitake note din po namin yun sa ano namin. So, in the near future, if magkaroon din po kaming seasonal flavors, maipasok po namin yung suggestions din po nila.
Perfect. And finally, we get to you being awarded second place.
Yes.
How did you feel when the announcement was made of your name? Kasi syempre, magagaling naman lahat ng mga
Yes.
nandyan, di ba? When you found out you were second place.
Actually, gumagawa po ang order nung may ano po tinawag. Na-shock po kami lahat nung sa paligid kasi we are not expecting. Okay na po sa amin na nakaabot kami ng finals. Okay na sa amin na madaming natutunan. And blessing na po na dumating yung tinawag po yung pangalan namin kasi sobrang daming opportunities na binigay niyo po sa amin sa Mercato Central. And pag-akit ko pong stage, sobrang saya po namin. And yung mom ko po, yung pinsan ko po kasi nandun. Sabi ko, wag mo muna send kay mami. Sinend po ng pinsan ko dun sa mom niya. And sinend kay mami, sabi ko, nako, nakita niya agad. Yun po yung ano. And sobrang saya din po ng parents ko
I
na
see.
makita.
Gusto mo sana i-surprise si mami mo.
Apo.
Well, congratulations. For me, I was very impressed. Like you said, no, I really enjoyed the product that you had over there, and I see from your hard work where you're going. Like for me, my only suggestion was going to be that, like you said, seasonal flavors, yung mga limited edition flavors, and maybe make it feel more Japanese inspired. You know, there's so much inspiration that you can use for the aesthetic ng lugar to make it more Japanese. What's your vision now for Agepan? That you saw how na may kapit na siya.
Ang vision po namin is for expansion dahil marami pong tumatangkilik. And dun sa comment section, kailan po magkakaroon dito sa Cavite? Kailan po magkakaroon sa ano? Hindi naman po kasi ganun kadali ang expansion. So, we need to analyze po and pag-aaralan po muna yung pangyayari po. Lalo na yung sa stocks dahil masyadong malalayo na po yung next na expansion po.
I see. Yung milk bread ninyo ba is something that you make, you import?
Nag-import lang po kami sa bakery po nung milk bread namin. And the rest po, the custard po, kami na po gumagawa sa bahay. And yung mga Nutella po namin, biscuit, kung ano po yung nakikita nila sa market, yun po yung binibenta namin. Hindi po kami nagtitipid.
I see. There's a bright future for you ahead for Agepan. I'm looking for you to expanding the brand a bit more. What is your advice for mga kagaya mong mga food entrepreneurs who are starting off lang? What would you like to share with them para ma-inspire din sila magtrabaho kahit medyo mahirap na yung kanilang ginagawa? What is your advice to them?
Ang advice ko lang po, unang-una po yung sa product. Quality over quantity. Kasi kung isipin nyo yung quantity, wala po yan dun sa quality. Dahil yung quality ang binabalikan po ng tao, hindi po yung quantity. Pangalawa, kung pangarap nyo po yung product na yan, try nyo po. Kasi mas mahirap mag-regret, i-overthink na, ay, tinry ko pala. Try nyo pa rin po. Kasi hindi na po agad-agad nandyan yung product. So, we are trying trial and error. Until now, trial and error phase pa rin po kami. So, many times babagsak kayo. So, you need to think one step ahead dun po sa pagbagsak nyo. Then, pag slow days po, huwag kayong manghihina dahil at the end of the day, may days po na mababalik natin yung sa slow days po natin.
I like that. And finally, why should food merchants join Mercato?
Great opportunity po, and dahil nasa Marikina din po kami, malakas din po yung foot traffic doon po sa Marikina Mercato sa Marikina. And last time po may wish bus po doon. So madaming tao, and lalo na po katabi ng football field, and may mga events po doon. So mas malaki yung foot traffic po ngayon.
I see. In terms of the culture of the community, what did you like about Mercato?
Sa Mercato po, sa totoo lang, yung mga staff po is sobrang mababait, sobrang accommodating po sa amin. And may mga suggestions din po sila about the product, kung ano po yung pwede po namin gawin, kung ano po yung pwede namin idagdag pa. Lalo na po dun sa stall po namin, naglagay po akong TV para po dun sa mga vloggers na nag-vlog sa amin. And yung malaking Sintra board po for our menu. And may idadagdag pa po kasi yun po yung suggestion niyo po sa amin nung nasa competition po na add pa po kami ng para mas makita po kami ng tao.
Add ng ano?
Add ng po sa stall po namin ng design para mas makita po
I
ng
see.
tao.
Oh, yan,
Yes po.
yan. Para dapat lumabas yung story niyo, di ba?
Yes po.
Your stall should tell, your food should tell a story, but the stall should also tell the story of Agifan, di
Yes
ba?
po.
And it's what I like about it is that you see the opportunities now. Wow, you're excited about what more you can do. That's what it's like to be an entrepreneur every day. So again, maraming salamat, Simon, for guesting over here the RJ Ledesma podcast. I wish you a lot of luck. If you want to find Agapan, you can drop by the Marikina Town Center at Mercato over there and check out Agapan. Again, congratulations.
Thank you,
Thanks
sir.
for joining us here on the podcast. We will see you in the next RJ Ledesma podcast. Thanks, guys.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.